Hi, welcome to today's class where we are going to reset and refocus, continuing to follow along with the theme of regulating to reconnect or regulating and reconnect within our bodies. So let's get started in a seated position, or you can lay down. Sometimes it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I will lay down to do my breathwork practice, but in this class, I prefer to sit. So you'll see me seated, but however, if you want to lay down, I just wanted to let you know you can do that too. Either way, we are going to take a few breaths to just kind of arrive and settle in here in this moment. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe also take some time to become aware of where have you been spending a lot of your focus lately? What you focus on, you actually get more of. So it can feel a little bit counterintuitive where you might be like, I do not want that. And then you start focusing on what you do not want. And again, however, what we pay attention to, you get more of. And so the backwards thing is that what you're focusing on, what you don't want, will actually probably happen more and continue to happen until you switch the focus to what do I want, and let me focus on how I do that or how I maintain that. And so that's what we're going to do today. So after a few more breaths at your own pace, we'll do an exercise called elongated exhales. So we'll breathe in to a count of 4, and then we'll breathe out to a count of 6. And then we'll work our way up to a count of 8 if our bodies are in a space to allow that today. So exhale your air out, and then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 4, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue 3 more rounds at your own pace, with the idea of focusing on what you want. So if you want to elongate your exhales, keep coming back to that. Sometimes we get lost in the thought of thinking that something is going to happen perfectly. And so if you find your mind wandering to, what am I going to have for lunch? Or did I feed my dog today? Their lunch. Does my kiddo have everything they need? Like, there's just different ways for our minds to wander, and you'll have to keep bringing it back. And so it's finding that consistency in coming back again and again to what you want, knowing that you will veer off the path, but that you can steer yourself back on. After doing 3 more rounds, return to your natural breath and reflect. What can you find more of in your life? For me, I found that I was having a hard time getting out of the door. And at first I thought that it might just be I'm a mom and I have my toddler, and that's part of it, right? Like, getting out of the door with a toddler is a whole other thing. But I was also distracting myself. And it was how I was dealing with the stress that was also adding on to making it harder for me to get out of the door. And so what I was doing was I was playing this game on my phone for, I would say, just a few minutes, and then a few minutes would become 10 minutes. And then it would be in between doing things where I just play a little game and then I'd do something and play a little game and do something. And so then I started to realize where my attention was going to and why I was starting to become a few minutes late or having trouble getting through the door, because I already have to manage a toddler and then I need to manage my focus, which that is no um, walk in the park. But anyway, long story short is just to tell you that you'll consistently need to bring it back, and we can let go of the shame of, wow, I am not perfectly focusing on what I want. And it happens. That's okay. Put your hand to your heart. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some compassion. We are humans. We will veer off the path, and we can find the path again. Namaste.
Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little calm today. See you next time.